Hello, what's up? How many times do you think you'd have saved yourself or your relationship by just shutting up when you're mad? Wait a minute. Kindly watch this. Look at that. Imagine the amount of wastage that has gone into this. The spillage. The amount of money that would have been saved by this bottle learning to shut up. So many people have wasted their relationships, not because the other partner is a bad person, not because they are in actually a bad relationship, but it's simply because in the heat of the moment, they didn't learn to shut up. It's very easy to think like, I am annoyed and I will speak to him right now. Amenibo, lazima nimwambie sahi. I'll have to speak. It's my right. But what if, just what if you learn to spare yourself and shut up? Because it's not always that the problem is going to stay for long if you talk about it. Check out this. What if when this person annoyed you and you feel like blasting and you feel like your chest is bursting, you feel like you want to talk, but you shut up. They're waiting for you to talk. They'll push you until you talk. But you just shut up. And then when the time is right, when you know energies have gone down and you can slow your breath, you've silenced your Bruno, you can quiet yourself and open up your mouth and talk. Look, the moisture that came out of this bottle might have been seen. Because listen, when somebody hurt you, it is not always that the hurt will end at that point. You will feel bad. You'll feel bad when they crush you and they talk negatively about you. But what if, instead of speaking immediately, you shut up, take a deep breath, relax, you get provoked, but something just tells you, shut up. Let me give you an example. One day, I was traveling with my friend to Uganda. And while in Uganda, he asked me to be able to drive my car back to Kenya. And as we were driving back, I was actually hesitant to give him my car. But then he insisted, Reynard, just trust me. So I gave him my car. The car was new, 2 months old. By the time we got to the border, by some weird circumstances, somebody hit him from behind. I felt like I was about to burst. I felt like this soda here. I felt like just opening my mouth immediately and talking to him and abusing him and telling him everything that I feel like doing. But something told me, shh. Shut up. What if it's an offense? What if you can just take deep breath, relax until there's no tension, then you open your mouth and talk? And guess what that did to me? In the heat of the moment, I did not speak. When it was like I was being pushed and rampaged and thrown into the hell, I didn't open my mouth. In fact, I remember telling him, please shut up, don't talk to me. Because that's the best I could do. Just shut up. I drove for about 100 kilometers, taking in deep breath and out. And by the time I was 100 kilometers away, I was quiet. And I told him, listen to me, friend. I was very mad. Because like this bottle had settled completely. There was no boiling going on. There was no pressure. I was relaxed and I was able to talk. What if that could save your relationship? What if your boss could just actually have promoted you because you learned to act calm under pressure? What if your best friend would have continued being your best friend because you sat down and when there was the heat of the moment, you didn't speak, you shut up, you closed your mouth and talked when energy was low? Some of the relationships we've wasted were actually life-changing. I remember there was a time I was involved in a relationship with a friend who trusted and believed in me. The gentleman invested money into my company. And something happened. I lost the money. The friend came and confronted me and told me, Reynard, you have to pay me the money. I did not have the money. And he wanted to beat me. I was literally on the wall. There's a time he pushed me to the wall and told me, you're paying me my money. And I didn't open my mouth. When I was able to, I opened my mouth and told him, bro, I may have lost your money today, but I promise you, I will pay your money. And get you me, I am sorry. There are certain words that are rarely used in relationships. Words like I'm sorry. Words like forgive me. But they mean the heaven and the earth to the people who receive them. What if you learn to just say sorry instead of blasting and feeling like I am not going to be abused like this. They are not going to talk to me like this. I'm going to revenge. What if you just learn to say, shh, I am sorry. I'll never do this again. You may not understand how powerful the word sorry is, but I am here to confirm to you that the word sorry will turn you from this blast to this quiet sparkle. And by the time all is done, you'd sit back and say, this was the best decision I have ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't always have to blast yourself. You don't always have to abuse and throw tantrums and feel like I'm about to box this person. Sometimes the best kind of revenge is telling them, I'm sorry. I know I wronged you. And please forgive me. You may look stupid at the moment, but the pressure you would have excused yourself from would last a lifetime. You may look like you're weak at the moment, but the blunder you'd have saved the two of you would be a lifetime blunder. Because what if you went ahead and blasted and the other person blasted and the heat went on and you hit each other and you killed the other person? You'd go to prison. You'd have killed someone. You'd have murder on you simply because you didn't learn to shut up. Next time, before you blast, learn to shut up. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at King Reynard Podcast, and we will bring to you content that will educate you, elevate you, and inspire you to greatness. And remember, you are one sorry away to a lifetime of relationship. Until next time, cheers.